Good day, Internet. It's Rich T. It is 13th of August and 3301. I'm sitting at Thomas Station right now, and I am in a Type 6. I purchased another Type 6 just because I wanted to test out the Kessel run. That's a guy by the name of Mercenary 1341. He replied to my Elite Dangerous video. I think it was episode 2, and he through talking with him through the video there on YouTube, he said that by going to a place by it's called Apurari, Kessel platform, will buy Imperial Slaves with a 5k profit. Now, we just take a look at the map over here. I actually have this kind of mapped out here. Here we go. There's the place, Apurari. Sure. I grabbed a mission just so that whoops. That's what I wanted to do. I grabbed a mission just so that we can see where it is real quick when I click on the map. And just waiting for this to load up here. So here is Kessel platform. And you can see that there's a black market there. And all this stuff is prohibited. Imperial slaves, narcotics, combat stabilizers, all that sort of stuff. It's not bad. It's 33 light seconds away from your jump-in point. The one kicker is, if we go back here, we look, it's 85.29 light years from Tau. And go back to Tau here. And inside Thomas Station, we can purchase Imperial Slaves. Commodities market. Where are they here? We purchased Imperial Slaves for 13,590 per ton. The last time that I was at Kessel platform, they're selling for 18,000. So that's in the black market. We got to sneak these suckers in there, which isn't too hard on an outpost. A little bit more difficult inside of an actual station. So we're just going to take a look at what I'm flying here. So here is my Type 6. I just purchased it, and then I upgraded a couple things. Haven't touched the shield generator. I brought up the life support. I left the 2 pulse lasers in. Brought up the frame shift drive. It's a C. I made the life support a little bit lighter by making it a D. Same with the sensors. Made it a D. Throwing a shaft launcher. 2 heat sinks. Can't remember. I think I brought up the power plant. And I put in an advanced discovery scanner. Everything I drive's got to have one of those. Also, I've increased the... We won't do that. I've increased the cargo up to 100, so I can carry 100 tons. So let's get the show on the road here. Imperial Slaves. Full cargo load. You can see that I barely have enough money here. And we'll remap the trip just because I first mapped the trip on empty, basically. I'm too close to this thing. Come on. There we go. The Kessel platform. We're going to exit. And if we take a look, the route's changed a little bit because now I'm heavier. And it's going to take like 10 jumps to get there. So let's get the show on the road. Okay, so I've upgraded my setup a little bit here. I picked up a G13 pad, gamepad. It's a Logitech, and it's working really well. It's allowed me to have another joystick so I can actually move my head around and see what's going on in the cockpit, which is really nice. So let's see how long it takes us here. I'm going to start a little countdown timer, or I'm going to start my a stopwatch here. First jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
So we're at about the halfway mark here.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Last jump. Okay, we're in Apure, I don't know. We're in Apu. Actually, there isn't a Apu around here somewhere. There's Kessel platform. That was pretty good. We didn't. Nobody tried interdicting us or anything along the way, so that's good. So system to system, we're looking at about 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's get in here. Going way too fast. So we're going to use the planet here to slow down. You can see I pour on the throttle. Even though we're still slowing down, it's because the gravity well's pulling me. Oh, we're pretty much at the right speed here. Just gonna... It's gonna be a little harsh. Came in a little hot. That's all right. Okay, now see we gotta get into here real quick. Get as close as we can, or not as close as we can. Get into the 7.5 kilometer range so that we can ask for permission to dock real quick. So here we go.
Docking request granted.
Now it's gonna give us the landing pad just over here. It's up on top. You can see it right there. So I'm gonna turn on silent running. That's what the heat sinks in the shaft is for.
Shields offline.
Silent running is just going to reduce the chance that they're going to scan us coming in. I do have 100 tons of illegal slaves here. Getting a little hot. You can see my temperature up to 56. Also, ship starts making some crazy noises. Fire off. Heat sink. Drop the gear.
Heat sink deployed.
You can see the heat sink on the monitor there, or on the radar screen there.
Landing gear deployed.
Now we don't have a shield, so we got to come in nice and easy. Not like you usually do.
Cannot comply.
Oops.
Flight assist off.
That's not what I wanted to do.
On.
I'm just going to push a bunch of buttons for the hell of it.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright. Turn full power back on.
Restored.
I'm going to enter the hangar. And the reason being is because I've actually sat on one of these things. And I've had one of the enforcement vessels or whatever, the cops, actually scan me while I'm sitting on the platform. So that sort of sucked. Okay, So we're going to refuel here. We can't reload. That's why I have 6. 6 heat sinks. Go into contacts. Go to black market. Want to sell the illegal dudes. And like I said, they were selling at over 18,000, but they've come down. You can see the demand for them is at 684, or they were selling them for over 18,000, but the demand now is at 684. So I'm gonna sell them, get rid of them. So I made a profit of 437,600, and at this point we're looking at 13 minutes. And never want to go back empty. I believe the best thing that I could take back here was beryllium. Bertrandite? I think it was beryllium. Load up on that.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yes. Plan our trip back. Come on, map. Come on. Plan the trip. There, that's how I'm traveling. Looks kind of wonky. You can see that my jump range is 1224 light years. Let's do lunch. So the 6 is the biggest cargo vessel that this outpost will allow,
Ship released.
and that's why I'm driving it.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, something else that new. I've become used to it. Is I've changed the colors on my monitor. Not sure if I'm going to keep it like this. It's not bad.
Frameshift drive charging.
The biggest thing getting used to was the radar contacts. Like who's the bad guy and who's the good guy.
Frameshift drive charging.
We're at like the halfway mark coming back.
Frameshift drive charging.
So here comes our last jump coming back. See, we have no more jumps here. Had no action either way, which is pretty decent. I just don't want to fight in this thing. Back in Tau 2. Line up Thomas. Again, throttle into the planet, but we still slow down. Get close so you don't hit it, but that you're using its gravity well to slow you down. And there's another commander out there. Line it up. Nice, quick, and slick. And I found that coming from planet side in towards a station, you actually face the door, the entrance. So we don't have to go into silent running mode, because we have nothing illegal on us. Hail the station.
Docking request granted. Scan detected.
Now if I wanted to get rid of the scan, I could hit the shaft. It says we're done here. Pilot moving along. By hitting the shaft, it interrupts their scan. And they won't be able to finish the scan.
Landing gear deployed.
That's really why I brought that along. Look at this guy landed.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
All right, we're down. Reload. Refuel. Commodities market. It's Bertrandite. Yeah, that's the right stuff. So, making almost 1,000 credits there. Roughly around 4,500 credits per. That's 5,500 credits per ton. That's a little over 500,000, and it took 27 minutes to get to this point. So not bad. One thing that Mercenary did say is he said that he was getting his slaves out of a different port, and the port that he was getting his slaves out of, I found that they were just really expensive. So you know, 15,000 to purchase, and then you're selling them for 18,000. You know, then why are you risking you know, getting a fine? Because where you're selling them, you know, they're not allowed there. So that's why I'm taking them out of Tau 2, because I'm picking them up for 13 grand, just a little over 13 grand. So I think that's you know, especially when I can get there, when it takes about 25 minutes, it's not that bad. The only problem with this run is that I'm going to burn it out really fast because I'm taking 100 at a time. So I'm just gonna continue what I'm doing. I'm gonna do some grinding, and because that's kind of how this game runs a little bit. You gotta grind to get up what you want. A lot of the videos I see online, you know, the people who are posting the videos, the contributors, they're you know, they don't quite tell you how they got the anaconda or whatever. You know, they just all of a sudden have it. That's not quite where I'm going with it, but you can see that I've got a python and an asp sitting here, and I got all that stuff by grinding. Okay, so if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you again later. Bye.